Hey guys, okay, gonna do a quick video on a situation that just occurred, in which, so as always, we'll take a look at the reservation, get a sense for, what this reservation is, who the person is, what's the kind of price is it, number of guests, and which apartment. So we're at Pitt Street, very low-key building, January 16th to the 18th, and it's currently January 15th. So this is for tomorrow, and it's a 2-night booking for $378 for Lucy. Okay, so this is how I think about this particular reservation. Now, of course, it's very last minute, which means, this apartment has been open for a while at that price, so it's very likely that it won't get booked at all if we don't get this reservation tomorrow. It seems to be a pretty good reservation. You bring in about $300 after the cleaning cost, or $250 or so after cleaning, which isn't a lot, but it's better than nothing, and it's our slow season. So, and it's a building that we feel pretty good about. It's a building where our landlord is on board. They know what we're doing, and it's not going to be too risky to have another guest come in. So, I think this is one where we would actually be pretty good to take. So let's see what happened with the communication. So they told us they're a family from California, traveling with 4 adults and 2 kids. Want to see if your place is available. Can we check in earlier, around 11 a.m.? Okay. So they're a family, which is good. We like families. They want to check in early. And the place is already set up because it's already been cleaned. It gets cleaned after the last guest checks out. So looks like what we responded was, "Hi Lucy, yes, for check-in, yes, we can accommodate as long as the night before your reservation is available." Which in this case it is. Looks like, unless someone books it very last minute tonight. For early check-in as early as 11 a.m., our policy is a charge for that. Okay, so and this was one of the virtual assistants, and this is, a good lesson learned because we didn't know, but in this case, actually what I would do is not charge them any extra fee because it's so last minute. The chance of us getting booked is very low. So we want to get booked here. So we want to do everything we can to make this look more attractive to the guest. So in this case, we're actually going to allow them to check in early, and pretty much as early as they want, free of charge. Because, if they ask a few people, different hosts, and one of them says yes, and we're the only one who says no, then chances are they're not going to go with our reservation. They'll go with the other host. So I responded, actually, so apologies for that. I realize we actually can let you in, check in whenever works best for you tomorrow with no charge. Tell me, would you be arriving? So that's a little correction, and we'll see if she books. But it's just a little tip that basically, if it's a reservation where we're not going to call us desperate, but kind of like desperately, we want that booking. We'll do whatever it takes to get it. And Matt asked a good question. He said, "Well, does this apply for only the slow season, or does it apply for all the seasons?" And because we're in our slow season, January and February. And I said, "Well, in our high season, probably we won't be having too many open days last minute because we'll get booked up. But if that is the case, it pretty much applies because it's the same thing. It's a matter of time. There's not a lot of time between now and the reservation starting, so chances of us getting booking are pretty low. So in that case, we pretty much just do whatever it takes to get booked. And even more in the high season, actually, because you're getting a bigger price per night during that season. So if you get 2 nights empty, that could cost you, $1,000. So even more in the high season, actually. So the answer is actually even more. We're more aggressive to get these bookings last minute, even during the high season. So there you go, guys. It's a little tip. Hope it helps.